Thanks, guys. Now, one of the many Aussies in self-isolation at the moment is our good mate, Guy Sebastian, after he arrived back in Australia from LA a week ago. And I'm very pleased to say that Guy joins us now live via Skype this morning from his home in Sydney. Good morning, Guy. You're halfway through day 7. How are you faring, mate?
I'm good. I'm good considering I'm a real people person and I need people and I struggle just being by myself. But I'm a week in today, actually. So this is the halfway point and looking forward to getting back into the outside world.
But you're not completely alone. I know Jules and your 2 gorgeous boys are at home with you. How's the social distancing going? Is it hard not to hug them?
Look, it's pretty difficult, I guess, in general with the family, but I think it's been good so far. You know, I've got a little dog to cuddle, so I've got my little puppy, little Ronnie, who joined our family at a great time. And today we're navigating, as most people are, with kids, home education. So they go to a great school and they've set up a pretty good system there. So I guess we're just navigating these waters and being positive. You know, I'm a really positive person, so I'm trying to reinforce that amongst my peers and amongst all my musicians and my staff and people who I guess I have in my life as well.
Oh, good man. I've been loving your isolation updates though on Instagram. I particularly love the one where you had a bit of a poke of at Scott Morrison and the interaction that he had with the ABC News journo Andrew Probran during that big press conference on Sunday night. Have a look at home.
Andrew, I'm sorry, you've had several questions. Andrew, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Andrew, it would be great if we could just hear.
I know, but you don't run the press conference, okay?
Andrew, Andrew.
Oh, yes.
The growling man has
that
to be
good
one
old
of
clip.
I
was quite proud of ScoMo actually with how he handled Andrew, and it's a pretty high stress situation for both the journalists and for ScoMo. I thought he did a great job that night. But look, I think it's a time to have a bit of fun, and it's a time to remember that we're going to get through this, and that's what I'm trying to remind all of my peers. You know, I was supposed to be filming The Voice for the last week. I obviously when I was in LA, I was in studios, and I found out the news that I would have to self-isolate. So The Voice has been pushed back. Kelly Rowland's still over in LA with her family. Boy George has flown back. And so we're kind of just riding this out. The show's still happening. It's still moving forward. And we're all pretty pumped to show Australia just how incredible the talent here is.
And so you've been in contact with the other coaches. How are they doing? Because they're all under different rules in different countries as well.
Yeah, look, everyone's, I guess, Boy George is in the UK, and I just left LA where it was starting to it was starting to ramp up, and people were starting to take it quite seriously. And look, to be honest, I've been holed up in. When I was there, I was in studios, and since coming home, I've been holed up at home. So I haven't been to a grocery store. I haven't been out into the outside world. I can't even play golf or anything like that. So I guess for me, I represent a whole bunch of people who are stuck at home, who might be reading and getting a bit drowned out by all of this stuff and a little bit anxious. So I'm doing today a day where I'm not going to read stuff, and I'm just going to be positive and look forward, obviously, to I've got an at-home thing together at home, which I'm doing on Thursday because I'm stuck here, so I may as well sing. So I'm going to be on my Instagram. We're doing it's this thing with the World Health Organization, and they're basically raising awareness for people to self-isolate, to take this seriously, but also to remember to love each other and also to put music on the forefront. And so I'll be live at 12 p.m. on Thursday. If anyone wants to tune in, I'll play a few little songs and do my thing.
Oh, that is such a generous thing to do, mate. Good on you. And I just also wanted to quickly chat to you about the Firefight Australia album, because that's gone to #1, which is incredible news. All proceeds, of course, going to the Sony Foundation to help bushfire-affected communities. It's so nice to know that some more vital funds will be heading their way, isn't it?
Absolutely. And look, just on that, I think it's such a beautiful thing that musicians have come together and they've all done such a great job of in a time of crisis to band together, to perform for free, to always be there to help people. And I think the industry's really hurting at the moment. So I would just remind people to look out for people who are from the music industry who are doing it tough. There's Support Act who you can call, and they're running an emergency relief right now for people who are really stuck. Because a lot of my crew, a lot of my band members, they live gig to gig, and so it's a particularly tough time for them. So yes, this Firefight album out, and God, what a year it's been. Even talking about the Firefight album,
it's crazy. It's been a hell of a year so far. And thank you so much, and stay safe in isolation. Our love to Jules and the boys. And team, if you want to see more of Guy in isolation, he'll be live streaming that special performance on his Instagram at midday Eastern Daylight Time this Thursday as part of the Together at Home WHO Global Citizen Solidarity Sessions, following, of course, in the footsteps of Chris Martin, John Legend, Niall Horan, and some other very big names. What a guy he is.
Oh, look, he is indeed. We do love him. And I loved his little tips there for, how he's keeping himself occupied during self-isolation.